This is our very big, bulky first prototype that's now much, much smaller. We make wearable sensors for saliva diagnostics. This is the bracket that can be directly bonded onto the tooth. This is the sensor in an aligner or retainer that can be taken in and out. The problem that we're trying to solve is to monitor health in a less invasive way for people who need continual health monitoring. Things like acidity for tooth decay, which is the most common chronic disease in the world, which is our first go-to-market indicator. And then in the future, things like glucose for pre-diabetes, type 2 diabetes. Started at Tufts University. I used to be a competitive athlete. I played soccer. We used to take nutrition logs and write down what we were eating to try to pair that to performance. And I always had a vision for kind of a Fitbit for the mouth. Like if you ate a hamburger, you could get proteins, carbohydrates, fats, calories for weight loss or performance. The dentist on the team had the idea of, well, what can we monitor that's a little bit easier for a first product? After graduating, we secured a little bit of family and friends funding. That gave us about a year of runway. We met SOSV 6 months or so after graduating. They loved the idea, but had a lot of questions around the feasibility of the technology. So we had to go from our lab-based version that was plugging into the computer and reading data by dripping, solutions over the device to our first in-mouth product, which was a huge, bulky mouthguard looking prototype. It wasn't comfortable at all, but it proved to the technical team at HAX, yes, it can be done, and now it's an engineering challenge. HAX is basically training wheels, I'd say, for teams that are starting out. Teams are really wobbly, and every day they're finding a new way to potentially fall. We were able, with their help, to get to a minimum viable product. And now we have a lot of the skills in-house that HAX provided, but it was only because we were able to leverage HAX's value that we could get to a point where we could afford to bring those skills in-house, and we knew what we needed. Accepting HAX's investment was probably the single best decision we've made in the charter of our company.